in a minute. Here we go. Hey, everyone. We are here today to introduce you to Ageless Ambition for the Silver Entrepreneurs Odyssey. We are a new YouTube channel, and we're here to bring to you some insights you may be thinking, but you don't have anyone to talk to about it. I'm Marla Koupal, and this is my partner,
Ron Lanham. Good to see you, darling.
Good to see you. So, Ron and I met in a number of social media engagements with others, and we got to thinking that our silver hair carried a good message because we are both enterprising entrepreneurs after all of our lifelong experiences in business and in education and in sales. And we thought there are many of you out there that are also looking for some solutions. Whatever this retirement word is, we're changing it. Ron and I are changing it to reinvention because we know many of you are reinventing yourselves and many of you are considering reinventing yourselves. So we want to bring to you some perspectives that will help you have fun in that reinvention and enjoy this journey. Ron, any ideas that you want to toss in here now, and then we'll give our backgrounds?
Absolutely. You know, this is going to be a fun adventure for all of us. The really neat thing about this is Marla and I, we got together, the whole silver hair and the silver entrepreneur thing. We have a very like mind, both of us. And we found that through talking, like we were totally in sync with, we wanted to make sure that we have an avenue to help those folks that are struggling, those folks that went into retirement and realized it wasn't all that they thought it was going to be. We know that there are people out there that were forced into retirement through the pandemic and with businesses closing down and things like that. So we put our heads together and we said, well, there's got to be other people out there like us. There's got to be people that want to reinvent themselves and do something new. We know that, you know, even from our experiences, retirement brings about a whole lot of changes. And a couple of those things can be a loss of identity, a loss of purpose. You don't really know what direction you're headed. Okay, great, I'm retired. It's not all about pickleball and cruises and getting on the road and going on vacation. So there's a lot of people that still want to be productive. There's a lot of people that still want to accomplish some great things. And so my silver-haired partner and I decided that we were going to put this thing together. We're going to talk about the Odyssey that we go through and all the pitfalls, but all the benefits that you get from being a silverpreneur. So that's what started this whole thing. And now the plane's taking off. And so we hope you're going to be on the runway with us.
Yes. So just to give you a little bit of my background, and then Ron will give you some of his. I've been in sales my whole life in various enterprises, whether it be putting myself through college, putting a husband through college, or then getting into real estate property management sales and even insurance sales. And I've been a sales trainer for many, many years. The thing is I never thought about retirement. I am not a person who thinks I'm ever going to be done. I like to keep doing things. And that's how Ron and I came up with Ageless Ambitions. I still have ambitions, all for different reasons than I did when I was in my 20s, but it's still okay to have ambitions. They don't seem to go to bed. They don't seem to walk out the door and go away. So I'm here to play with what I have and just keep up the old ambition. So there's some of us who are on the go, and that's where I am. My brain doesn't stop. I like to keep educating and training and helping people meet their challenges. So when we talked about this, it got really exciting because I think a lot of people are maybe feeling, not everyone, that maybe they were forced to retire and they're a little lost. Or there's some people that like to reinvent, but you're not too sure. Social media looks a little daunting. Or some of you have the ambition to create more, a book, you're just not sure where your resources are to do that. We will be covering all of those. So you need to join us, ask us questions, post in the comments, because we can take this any direction you want to help us create.
Exactly.
And I think that's the best way to to say how I see what Ron and I are creating. Now I'll let Ron introduce himself and see if we agree on what we're creating.
Absolutely. Thanks. Yeah, I just want to say before I actually give you a little bit of my story, we would love it if you subscribe to our channel. We would love it if you drop comments down, because we want this to be interactive. This isn't going to be, Marla and I aren't the experts. We don't know it all. We really don't.
I like to think I do.
Yeah. our brains are always working, but we don't know it all. But we really want this to be interactive, and we want you guys to post comments. We want you guys to post questions. If there's things that we cover that you have questions about, please feel free. And in our next section, we'll cover them for you. So I'm Ron Lanham. Everybody knows me as Coach Ron. I spent 42 years in teaching and coaching and being an athletic director. So in those 42 years, I dabbled in the MLM network marketing business and that whole realm. Mildly successful here and there. I'm not a guru by any stretch of the imagination. I never got to create that 6-figure income. I loved teaching and coaching. I loved being an athletic director. It was my passion. And so I followed that for 42 years. Following the pandemic, following all the things that have happened in education, I always thought I would work until I was probably 68 or 70 in that realm. But after the pandemic, after all the things that have happened, after all the craziness, I found myself burned out. And so I decided to walk away. I still coach on the side. I still love doing that. That'll always, I yell at the TV still. So I'm still coaching, teaching. But now I'm taking the coaching and teaching, and I'm in a whole different world. So I've had to shift and reinvent myself from being a teacher, a coach, and athletic director to now being an entrepreneur, now helping other people in a different realm while finding my success in that realm at the same time. And I got to say, Marla has been a huge key part of that for me. I've been very fortunate in finding some other great mentors along the way. And I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am that she and I are going to do this venture, and we are just going to have an absolute blast together. And we hope that we create a whole group of followers that just enjoy our company, and we're going to enjoy yours. And we're just, both of us, just so friggin' excited for this rocket to take off and have some fun with this, but also to teach you guys and to bring you some success. That's our main goal, is to help you guys become successful. Right. That's what we do. Right. That's our passion. So here we go.
And thanks, Ron, because I think you bring the warm fuzzy to the group.
I'm a coach. It's the whole, I'm one of those, I'm a team builder. I'm a cheerleader. That's my makeup. It will always be who I am. If I had, I'm gonna have to go out and buy some pom-poms just to wave them for these sessions.
Oh, please. But no, I get it. And I am too. I love to encourage people. And what I find is that I meet people often online, mostly, or whatever. And I realize they have a lot of judgment going on, a lot of self-judgment going on around what should and shouldn't be, or I should already know this. Everybody needs to stop that. Just stop. Because what you have is a lot of experience, but maybe you have not learned how to put that experience into a perspective that's going to show you that you are a marketable person. So one of the things that I noticed, it's a trend out here, and this is my opinion. Ron and I have not discussed this. That's the fun thing about this show, as we're going to throw stuff out and we're going to see where it sticks. But is a lot, and because of my background in sales and training over hundreds of people to train to bring in over 50 million in revenues for others and themselves, constantly is the self-doubt. So the first thing as a sales coach that I always show everybody is you've got to believe in yourself and market yourself. You're not marketing the it thing that's out here. So for everyone who is getting involved in network marketing or affiliate marketing, if you're already frustrated with that, ask yourself a question. Are you selling yourself, or are you trying to sell the it? So Ron and I both know the value of selling ourselves So really, if you have ageless ambition, one of the first skills that you want to grow is that of self-promotion. Now, we're not talking about listing off all that stuff that you've done or where you've been or the job you held. We're talking about your flavor, the value that you bring. And we'll have more discussions about that as we go. But you each have a flavor. So what we want to help you do is take that ageless ambition and put the name of the flavor behind it for you. Ron.
Exactly, because here's the thing about silver entrepreneurs, and a lot of us haven't really taken stock of it. You've got a ton of life experience, things that you've seen, done, said, been through, that anybody that's, let's just say 50 and under, can't begin to really relate to, but you have had those experiences. So you've got the life experience. You have gifts and talents you have not yet even begun to cultivate because you really don't know how. You haven't had the tools, you haven't had the techniques and the strategies, and nobody's ever shown you how to do that. Marla and I, the whole silver, the whole silverpreneur thing is something we strongly believe in because we're going to be able to take you folks, and of course, there are some of you that might not be silver because you're still coloring your hair, and that's okay. But we are excited about being able to show you how to bring your talents out. She mentioned your flavor. Well, my flavor is, most folks know me as Coach Ron. That's who I am. So when you go on my Facebook page, which I invite you to come and see me, Marla, the same way. When you go on my Facebook page, when you go on my YouTube channel, when you go on my Pinterest account or hers, you're going to see our flavor. You're going to see who we are. We believe in authenticity. We're going to show you who we are on these shows. We're not here to, I'll be honest. I have not been a six-figure earner in the business. I've not been. But I'm also at a point in my life where I don't need to be. I don't need to be the big wig. I need to be the guy that can help people have that success that they want to have so they are comfortable in their silver-haired years. They're comfortable and they're happy in their golden years. So I don't need to build an empire. My empire is going to be the folks that I work with. That's my empire. Whether it's 20, whether it's 50, whether it's 100, doesn't matter to us. We're going to work with what we have. When you come into this, don't come into it with a lot of preconceived notions. We're going to meet you where you are. Some of you may have more skills than we do. That's great. Teach us. We're open to learning new stuff, but we want to help everybody here find some success and find your flavor.
Yeah, thanks, Ron. That was well said. There's so much here I think that we maybe aren't even defining for you, but Ron and I met on social media. We are learning about social media. We're learning about what we know now about, funnel making and how to get an audience and build leads and then help people with the products they want to market. So we're helping you. One of the things that we do with people is help them build presence. So we're helping you build presence by helping you understand that you do have ageless ambition. Don't hide it. Bring it out. Let's go for it. But you're right. I'm not looking for the Ferrari or the castle on the mountain anymore. I'm basically working to, one, stay mentally challenged and active. And two, I love to create. And three, yes, I wouldn't mind having some of that extra nice stuff that's called, it's green and it makes a noise in your hand, and do a few more trips, to do a few more travels, and actually meet people. Because I think Ron and I are the same. We can chat anybody up in probably any grocery line.
You betcha.
Now, just to let you know, I think Ron has the behavior of one of my brothers, and so I get along with him really well. We aligned really quickly. But do you know that Ron and I have never met personally?
Nope.
So for those of you who think that the internet and any of this that's out there might be a little scary, well, we're having a working relationship with maybe 2 or 3 Zoom calls, and we met in some other meetings where we just saw each other, we noticed our sense of humor.
Yep.
And this is the fun thing about this adventure online.
And we're coast to coast.
Yeah.
I'm on the East Coast.
And I'm in the West. I'm in Colorado.
On the West. And so, we're doing this we started this at, 11:30 in the morning, my time, which is what, 8:30 in the morning your time, or 9:30 in the morning?
No, I'm now 9:30. Yes.
Okay, so but and that's the great part is I've got a lifelong friendship here. I've got a lifelong relationship with somebody that thinks like I do, that enjoys life like I do, that wants to help other people. So you're going to meet these same kind of people in your journey, and this adventure is going to take you to places that you can't even really imagine and think of right now, because you probably haven't had that experience. If you have, great, but we're going to show you how to do it even better.
Yeah. Yeah. So
neither of us have ever met a stranger.
No. And, I think it'll be important as we go along. You'll learn more about the adventures Ron and I have had. I'm definitely not somebody who started out in the same job, nor did I stay there forever. Actually had a business before I ever worked for any big corporation. So I do things the reverse of everybody else. Ron went into the teaching profession. I went into the teaching profession and quickly was out of it, but he stuck it out. So there's all different ways that we've all found our way to where we are. And we all knew that the aging thing was going to show up. So it's just our choice now about how we want to handle it. And so if you're sitting out there with ageless ambition, wanting to know where to go, you've got an idea, you haven't implemented it, subscribe below so that we can start building our content for you, because this is your show as much as it's ours. We can actually bring guests on. So as a silverpreneur or thinking of being a silverpreneur, get on board with us soon. And I'm going to let Ron close this up, and then we'll tell you where, and then we're going to start each posting these on our YouTube channels, and then we'll eventually have a major channel for us. So you're not losing us. You're just gaining some new buds in the world of ageless ambition and making it work on social media or wherever else you want to make it work. Ron, you get to close us up.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. First of all, I want to thank you for spending the time with us, just to listen in on this crazy adventure that we've decided to undertake. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope that you're going to join us. We really do. The next several shows that we do, and that could be 3, it could be 30. We don't know at this point in time, because we are making it up as we go. But we know that we have something special to offer. Along the way, we are going to, and when we finally get our YouTube channel up and running, we're going to talk about the different tools, the different techniques, the different strategies, the different platforms. You're going to have a ton of questions. Great. Bring them all, because that will also help us shape the show as to where you want to go. We want to be valuable to you. We just don't want to be sitting here spouting stuff off and, being like a college lecture hall where we're talking and you're listening and taking notes. That's not what this is going to be. So, we both have businesses that we run. We both will allude to stuff that we do to help you along the way. You're going to hear a lot of crazy terms. You're going to hear a lot of, Chat GPT and AI and Canva and CapCut. And so you're going to hear a lot of fun stuff. Our job is to bring that to you, to explain it to you, to show it how it's going to work for you. We are just so excited to be on this adventure. And Ageless Ambitions, the Silverpreneur's Odyssey, is taking off. We hope you want to be a part of it. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks, everybody.
Talk to you soon.